And good morning again, everybody. Welcome to Thursday, May 16, 2024. Please don't forget this is Members E-Learning Thursday, where we put all the rooms together, hit run candlesticks, right way options, and BYOB trading in one trading room. And then each one of us will, today we're going to be talking about support and resistance, so that should be good. Geez, I apologize for my voice here. I don't know what it is. Okay. So I see John there said Walmart finally put some numbers in. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Doggone. Sometimes I wish I didn't have a problem trading earnings, but I do. So I had to pass on that. Couldn't trade earnings. I've been wanting on Walmart. I just couldn't do it. With the movement in Walmart here, if we take a look at the weekly, I see no reason why this can't move up higher. If we need, here I'm going to look at the monthly real quick. Yeah. If we need targets up there and things like that, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with this weekly chart and just draw this. This is a fib tool. It's not fib lines, but it's a fib tool. So something like, I should probably go to those highs, shouldn't I? Right there, about like that. So what we've done is we've come to this 50% retracement. We get through that, and then let's put up a couple targets here. So we'll look at, it's 64.55. Heck, it's almost there. And then 66.80, and then 69 up here, something like that. So I'm going to get rid of this, not clutter up the chart. There we go, nice and clean. Now what I want to do is wait for that setup. I don't particularly want to chase price. I don't think that's a great idea. So let's wait for the setup here. Let's put a little circle in there, something like that. So I'd like to buy it in this area. The area could be down low, could be somewhere in the middle, could be, up high. I want to watch for some candlesticks, 1, 2, maybe 3, to consolidate, just to take a breather from this move, and then we'll look at taking the next move up on that. So right now, Walmart's looking pretty good. There's a daily chart. And I'll certainly look at being in that one, okay? I'll explain this. So this is TC2000, the tool over here, and it's a Fibonacci projection tool, okay? So I'm just gonna do this right here, okay? And there's all the lines, but I don't use Fibonacci, and what I use are just quadrant lines. So I've set mine up, 0, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150. Quadrant lines is what I've done. So I like that a little better because I don't use Fibonacci, and it just gives me, when I look at a chart, it just breaks the move up in quarters. And I find that helps a little bit better personally. They have a tool over here called quadrant lines, which I think is fantastic. And that's why I created that, because I would get mad at this thing. And if I put this up here, it gives me, right here's the 50% retracement. It automatically goes to bottoms and highs, and you have no control. I can't control where it goes. And then you get to the 50% mark. Well, I can't do anything with it. I have to move this. If I want to move a trend line, it's somewhat cumbersome. Now, some people still use it and they still like it. So what I did is I just created, I have to move it out of the way somewhere just to get rid of it now. And it's the same with just my Fibonacci retracement lines. I do the same thing. These are quadrant lines. So I've got 0, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, and 50. It's just a different way to do it is all it is. And so we can talk about that more today, John, if you like. Absolutely, okay? Okay, so let's take a look at the SPY real quick, and then we'll take a look at some more charts. The bulls are still doing a pretty good job. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing a little weakness just because we're probably a little over in the overbought area, up a little too much with this gap. Just like, let's see here. There we go. Just like this move really, well, see there, we move up a little too much, too fast, we rest. A little too much, too fast, we rest. A little too much, too fast. We might start to see a rest, but the overall trend is up. You can see the trendicator. The T line. That's the black line. You can see the trendicator. It's also moving up. And you've got no sell signal up here. And that's the combination we want to see any problems. The combination might be, let's say today hangs right here, and then tomorrow we get a dark cloud or a evening star in there. Well, that might be the price action combination we need. But then what we're going to look for is breaking down through the T line. And if that happens, that starts to break on the trend. And then ultimately, let's go to green. Ultimately, we start moving below the trendicator here. Well, that really breaks down through our trend right there. And that's a problem for us. So a lot of concern if we get through the T line. A great deal more concern if we get through the trendicator. In fact, that's almost giving us a short setup to the downside. So as long as price is ahead of the T line is ahead of the trendicator, this market is bullish. Again, you put a nasty candle in there, then we get a little, let's pump the brakes a little bit. But right now we're doing pretty good. Take a look at the diamonds. What in the world is wrong with that chart? Maybe a little high, maybe needing a little bit of rest, but absolutely bullish. IWM, absolutely bullish. So what's wrong with this chart? Well, we could look at a couple of things and say something wrong here. We're sitting here at a speed bump. That could pan out to be a problem. We are a little bit high, maybe a little bit over in the overbought area. But trend-wise, the bulls have the game under control. Take a look at T2123. Over here on the 60-minute chart, it's acting quite bullish, doing very well. Here, let's put it up over here, T2123. There we go. This is the 1 hour chart. Man, that is beautiful. Let's take, just for fun, take the 3-bar chart. Look how green that is. So right now, bulls are in charge, no question about that. Let's take a peek at a few other charts. Hey, I want to look at Mara. Yesterday there was somebody in the room, and I apologize, I don't remember their name. They mentioned Mara, and I had a tough time kind of taking a read on Mara. And that kind of bothered me. And last night, I took another look at it, without all the hustle and bustle of the day, and after I filled my belly a little bit. And I got to tell you, I think we have a nice looking chart here, and I want to compliment you on this. So again, I apologize, I forgot who it was. But if we take another look at this chart, and something I didn't notice, and I apologize, I should have noticed this, is we've got a nice morning star here. I don't believe I mentioned that. Very nice morning star. And the fact that we've broken out of the high of this candle, that's the first candle in the morning star. That's one of my favorite chart patterns right there. And I think we're looking really good. We can make a very good argument that there's a nice trend right in here. Target-wise, I'm probably looking at somewhere in the 24 area. And what I'm looking at there is if we take this top and take this low, this is going to be about that 50% retracement back up. And that looks like a pretty good target to me. So anyway, I just wanted to come out, and if you're listening in, to let you know, I think we've got a nice chart here. I'll be looking at buying that possibly today. Klein, earlier Klein was a chart I like. Let's see if I still like it. Well, evidently I don't like anything right now. There we go. Klein is a rounded bottom breakout on the daily chart. Price is above the 50. Price is above the T line. T line is above the trendicator, and the trendicator is above the 50 period moving average. I like that. So targets right out of the box from the rounded bottom breakout is going to be the dotted deuce in the 200. Now from there, we can get a little more detailed with price action. And I'm probably going to go somewhere just in the mix of all this right here. So right now, my target would be up to about $2.90, followed by $3.10, followed by $3.40, maybe up here. So I think this is acting pretty good, doing a good job. Please keep in mind the charts just do not do this. Whoops, I can't get this arrow. Make that green and make that a 2. You know, charts just don't go like this, and this is something that I think we kind of slip on sometimes, because if it doesn't go, or it goes one day, we put it aside and don't do anything about it. We take profits and we're done. The reality is this whole chart is poised to move to the 200 period moving average. So now it's about, it's about trading up to there. So you may see one trade, and I would be absolutely surprised if it did not pull back here, regain its potential, and it could move all the way back to 50, by the way, regain its potential and start back up, and you've got a whole new trade here. So when you look at a chart like this, take it to the end, take it to the distance. So don't just one trade walk away. Take it to the distance and watch what that trade might do for you. I think you'd be surprised. I'll bet you there's a lot of people in here that look at a chart. Doesn't have to be this one or rounded bottom breakout, but you'll get into a chart, you'll make your buck, you get out, you come back 3 weeks later and you find, well, dang it, I should have traded that one more because now it's way up. So, when you find a chart you like, take it to the distance. I don't mean buy it and just hold it blindly. You might trade it 3 or 4 times. It might be something to consider. Anyway, FCX is one that I'm very interested in buying. I still see it moving up to about 62 up here. So I'm going to take a hard look at this one today, getting into it. We've broken out of this high right in here. Looks like we're having a little consolidation. That's what I would like to see, a little consolidation. I would like to buy it above the T-line. I like to do that. So we're right in my little neck of the woods right now where I might look at buying this. So I'm going to keep an eye on FCX. NEM is another one setting up quite nice. Look at that beautiful trend here. See, this is what I mean, take it to the end. And, if you come in here, I don't know, if you're a buyer down here, maybe you're a buyer, that would probably be more what I would be looking at. Maybe you're a buyer here, maybe you're a seller here. Look how that came back and it's still there. You'd be surprised how many charts that you look at, your initial buy, you're really looking at a good chart, but once we take that buy off the table, once that trade is done, a lot of times we tend to just kick it to the side and go chase another one. Keep those charts close to you. Keep them on a watch list, and you did a lot of work finding them, so let them work for you. Let them work. NU is another one here. I think NU. Oops. Man, I'm having a tough time with the keys today. NU. This is another one I'm looking for. A buy, a $12 stock. We're flirting with the 50 period moving average. We've put in a nice little bottom here, popped up. We've come back and we've tested here. We've gapped it up. And now we're just putting in a rest day. We're right at this top, little speed bump. So that's why it's not, ripping through here. We're at the speed bump, the school zone, No one wants to run over little kids. So you got to take it easy through here. So anyway, this is one that I'm watching here. I have enough time. Well, we're about out of time. Let's see. AMD, real quick here. AMD, we picked that up yesterday, and it looks like we're up a little bit this morning. INTC, bought that a couple days ago, and it looks like we're up on that one a little bit. So that's working out pretty good. That's working out real good. All right, everyone, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, okay? let's all meet up here, in about a half an hour, bottom of the hour. Yeah, about a half an hour. Let's have a little fun today. Remember, we do have members e-learning today, so we'll see everybody there, and we'll see everybody right back here in 30 minutes. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.